Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. Brandon again. We're here in my bedroom today. Welcome. And I thought we'd talk a little bit about deadlifting and the potential of tearing a bicep if you use a mixed grip. And the reason I want to do this is because if you've been watching my videos for any length of time, which of course I fully expect all of you to say you've been watching since day one, and if not, how dare you? You'll know that when I deadlift, I use a mixed grip. And this brings up comments from people every now and then that say, aren't you afraid you're going to tear a bicep? And the simple answer is, no, I am not. And I'm going to tell you exactly the reasons why. Now, one of the things you really have to take into consideration is anytime you're doing any sort of physical activity, specifically one where you're handling heavy loads, you're more at risk for injury. And that's in before Jenna Jameson is the most injured person in the world comment. Honestly, you could take a person who's laying in bed all day, not doing anything, and just so happens to sneeze the wrong way, and they threw their back out. And I'm sure you can relate to this as you've probably read articles or seen something in the news regarding this, where someone gets injured in some freak accident that you can't really wrap your mind around about how they could get injured so badly while doing something, honestly, so stupid. And that's really true, especially when we talk about activities that really put your body under a lot of stress, whether it be bodybuilding, powerlifting, strength training, I said activities that put your body under a lot of stress. But it's just part of the game. Now think about your favorite athletes and the sports they play. Yes, they're more apt to get injured or blow out their knee and ACL, get injured, because again, they're putting themselves in position to do that. Now, of course, these are some of the highest trained athletes in the world, and they're still open to injuries. And the same thing is going to be true for us. So what I really want to kind of base this around is the fact that anytime you're doing lifting, specifically again, moving heavy weights, you are putting yourself at some risk for injury. And I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that mixed grip, you will never tear a bicep, because it does happen. In fact, some of your favorite YouTubers have probably done this before in the past. But what you really have to take into consideration again here is the fact that the percentage and risk of injury is still not very significant. Meaning that if you think of all the people in the world that deadlift using a mixed grip, only a very small portion of them have actually gotten hurt doing so. So for this, you could use a hook grip if you wanted, or you could use a double overhand. However, you can still tear a bicep doing those movements as well. The risk percentage is just a little bit lower. So don't really wrap your head around it. What I would really suggest you do is find the position that you find the best leverage at and where you feel strongest, and make sure you're performing it correctly and smartly most of all. Because oftentimes when I see people tear biceps on these videos on YouTube, it's because they're going for a 1 rep max that may be a little bit out of reach, or maybe they typically pull with a hook grip, but that's just not working for the weights they're using, so they want to switch it up really quickly to a mixed grip, which they have not been practicing. That's when you're putting yourself more at risk, when you do things that are really unplanned for. And some of this stuff is just, again, freak accidents that you can't really account for. So don't stress out about it too bad. If you want to pull with a mixed grip, do it. Just be smart about it. And in the meantime, as always, thanks for watching and stay big.